Their distractions fell apart. Their heart is pulling them back to you. Take a deep breath, relax your mind, and listen carefully, because this message found you for a reason. For a long time, they tried to stay busy. They surrounded themselves with noise, people, responsibilities, distractions. They told themselves they were fine without you. They convinced their mind that moving forward meant leaving you behind. But something unexpected happened. The distractions stopped working. The late nights didn't help anymore. The laughter with others felt empty. The conversations felt shallow. The places they went no longer gave them peace. Because no matter how far they tried to run, their heart kept pulling them back to you. They tried to replace the feeling, but they couldn't. At first, they believed time would erase you. They thought new experiences would overwrite old memories. They believed someone else could make them forget. But love doesn't work like that. You weren't just a moment in their life. You weren't just another connection. You became a feeling, and feelings don't disappear just because someone pretends they don't exist. They compared everyone to you. Every smile felt different. Every connection felt incomplete. And slowly, very slowly, they realized something painful. Nothing felt the same without you. Their heart started speaking louder than their ego. For a long time, their ego was in control. Their pride told them to stay silent. Their fear told them not to reach out. Their past mistakes told them they didn't deserve another chance. But the heart doesn't listen to excuses. The heart remembers how safe it felt with you. The heart remembers how seen they felt. The heart remembers the version of themselves they were when they loved you. And now, that voice inside them is getting louder. They think about you during quiet moments. They feel you when they least expect it. They replay old conversations. They wonder if you still think about them too. They feel the pull even if they don't admit it. They might not say it out loud. They might act distant. They might pretend they've moved on. But inside, they feel the pull every day. A song brings you back. A place reminds them of you. A random thought suddenly turns into missing you. And the hardest part for them is this. They didn't lose you because they stopped loving you. They lost you because they didn't know how to love you properly at the time. That realization hurts more than they expected. They're facing the truth they tried to avoid. The truth is, you weren't the problem. Their confusion was. Their fear was. Their unhealed wounds were. Now that the distractions are gone, now that the noise has faded, they're finally alone with their thoughts. And that's when they understand. You were the one who brought them peace. You were the one who felt like home. You were the one they didn't appreciate enough. They're torn between reaching out and staying silent. Right now, they're standing at an emotional crossroads. One part of them wants to message you, to explain, to apologize, to tell you how much you still mean to them. Another part of them is scared. Scared you've moved on. Scared they're too late. Scared they don't deserve access to your heart anymore. But even with that fear, their heart keeps pulling them back. If you're feeling this too, it's not a coincidence. If you've been thinking about them lately, if you felt emotional without knowing why, if memories are resurfacing unexpectedly, this is energetic alignment. Two hearts don't disconnect easily when something real existed between them. Sometimes separation isn't the end. Sometimes it's the lesson. And sometimes, distance teaches what presence never could. What happens next depends on growth, not time. This isn't about chasing. This isn't about waiting. This is about growth. They are being pushed to face themselves, to mature emotionally, to understand what they lost. And you're being reminded of your worth, your strength, your value. Whether they come back with words, or whether closure comes quietly, know this: you were real, you were meaningful, you were unforgettable. Part 1. Final message. Their distractions fell apart for a reason, because what they were avoiding was the truth. And the truth is, their heart still knows your name, their soul still remembers your energy. And no matter how much time passes, some connections don't fade, they wait. Part 2. They can't escape the regret anymore. Take a breath, because this part isn't easy for them to face. When the distractions fell apart, when the noise finally stopped, something else arrived: regret. Not the small kind, not the temporary kind. The deep regret that sits quietly in the chest. The kind that shows up late at night. The kind that doesn't let you sleep. They finally see what they took for granted. They see it now. The patience you had. The way you stayed even when it was hard. The love you gave without keeping score. The support you offered when they didn't even ask. At the time, they thought you'd always be there. They thought love was guaranteed. They thought you were strong enough to wait forever. They didn't realize, strong people leave too, when they feel unseen for too long. They replay moments they can't fix. Their mind keeps going back. That moment they didn't reply. That time they chose their ego over honesty. That day you needed reassurance and didn't get it. Now they understand something painful. You weren't asking for too much. You were asking the wrong person at the wrong time. And that truth hits them hard. They wish they had spoken sooner. There were words they never said. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I don't know how to love properly yet. Please don't give up on me. Instead, they stayed quiet. They avoided emotional conversations. They assumed silence would protect them. But silence didn't protect anything. It only pushed you further away. They realize you loved them in their worst state. This is what hurts them the most. You loved them when they were confused. You believed in them when they doubted themselves. You saw potential when they only saw problems. And now, someone else may be getting the healed version of them. The emotionally mature version. The version you helped create. That realization feels heavy. Because deep down they know, you deserved that version first. They feel unworthy of reaching out. Many people think silence means indifference. But sometimes, silence comes from shame. They don't reach out because they don't care. They don't reach out because they feel unworthy. They ask themselves, what if I hurt them again? What if I don't deserve forgiveness? What if they're happier without me? So they stay quiet, even though their heart is screaming. They see your strength from a distance. They notice your energy changing. You're calmer, stronger, less reactive. You don't chase anymore. You don't explain yourself anymore. And that scares them, because they realize you didn't lose value after they left. You found it. And now access to you feels earned, not guaranteed. They know an apology isn't enough. They understand something important now. Words won't fix what actions broke. Promises won't matter without consistency. Love won't survive without emotional effort. They know that if they come back, they can't come back the same. They must come back honest, emotionally present, willing to change. And that level of responsibility is intimidating. They're learning the lesson the hard way. Some lessons come gently. This one didn't. They had to lose you to understand you. They had to feel your absence to value your presence. They had to sit alone with their thoughts to realize what love really was. And even if they never say it out loud, your impact changed them. Message for you. If you're listening to this, please hear this clearly. Their regret is real, but your healing matters more. You are not meant to pause your life waiting for someone to learn lessons at your expense. If they return, let it be with growth, not excuses. If they don't, know that your love still mattered. Not everyone who loses you gets another chance. Part 2. Closing energy. They can't escape the regret anymore. They can't distract themselves from the truth. They can't pretend you didn't mean everything. And whether they speak or stay silent, their heart knows what it lost. Part 3. This is what happens next. Sit with this message, because this part isn't about fantasy. It's about truth. When someone's heart is pulling them back, when regret has fully set in, when distractions no longer work, the universe doesn't ask what they want anymore. It asks what they've learned. Not everyone who misses you is ready for you. This is the hardest truth. Missing you doesn't mean they're prepared to love you correctly. Regret doesn't equal emotional maturity. Desire doesn't equal change. Right now, they are being tested. Life is asking them, have you healed your fears? Have you faced your ego? Have you learned how to show up consistently? Because love without growth only repeats pain. They will feel a strong urge to reach out. Yes, the urge is real. They will want to check on you. They will think about sending a message. They will almost reach out many times. But here's the key. The universe will block impulsive contact. If they reach out without growth, it won't last. If they come back without change, it will collapse again. So they are being slowed down intentionally. You are no longer in the same position. Something important has shifted. You're not waiting anymore. You're not chasing clarity anymore. You're not proving your worth anymore. You've learned how to be alone without feeling lonely. You've learned how to protect your peace. You've learned how to choose yourself. And that changes everything. If they come back now, they must meet you at your new level. Two possible outcomes are opening. This is where destiny splits. Outcome 1, they return changed. They come back softer, more honest, less defensive, emotionally present. No games, no confusion, no mixed signals. They don't just say, I miss you. They say, I understand what I did. This outcome only happens if they truly evolve. Outcome 2, closure without contact. They don't return physically, but the emotional cord releases. You stop wondering. You stop checking. You stop waiting for a sign. Peace replaces hope. Clarity replaces confusion. And strangely, this outcome brings freedom. Why you're hearing this now? You didn't find this message by accident. This came to remind you, you were never too much. You were never unlovable. You were never the problem. You were the lesson. Some people are meant to stay. Some people are meant to awaken us. Both are meaningful. If they come back, this is the rule. If they return, do not accept words without actions. Do not lower your boundaries. Do not abandon your growth. Love must feel safe, not anxious. Connection must feel calm, not confusing. You are no longer the version of you that settles. Final message from the universe. What is meant for you will meet you in peace. What requires you to lose yourself is not love. What grows with you belongs with you. Their heart may be pulling them back, but your soul already knows what you deserve. Closing words. If they return, let it be real. If they don't, let it be release. Either way, you win, because you chose healing over attachment, growth over waiting, truth over illusion, and that is power. Welcome to Psychology Fact. If you're curious about the hidden truths of the mind and heart, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss a fact that could change the way you see life.